Another interesting and important lesson is how to import audio, how to create a switch tool. For example, in this character, in its mouse, as you can see, we have a folder like this. It's a switch. If you select that, and if you open that, as you can see, the creator create O, A, O, E, W, Q, N, L, the other formats in switch. And the software switch between them in a mouse. You can simply come in a mouse and as you can see, there are masks, and you learned it before. It's very simple. And then switch between them. I will explain how to create a switch, but you can access the switch in a window switch selection. And as you can see with this slider, you can simply animate and switch between the folders. And you can see in the character. Nice. And you can speaking. And we can record an audio and link to the disk. Interesting. I create a new scene to create a switch. Switch is very simple to create. As you can see, we have, for example, 3 layers of our object or 3 animation layer. We can create a different layer between them. Or, for example, you can create a different mouth shape or different anything. For example, I create a simple, the knowledge behind that is very easy. Simple object in object 2, another object with a different shape, in a layer 3, different shape. And we want to simply switch in between them. For example, we have 3 different design and want to switch between them. You have to right click, add them to the group, and in here you can double click. As you can see, we don't have anything here. You have to right click, and here simply convert to the switch. Automatically you can switch in between them. For doing that, you have to go to the window. You have to select the folder that has switch in it and go to the window on switch selection. As you can see, you can switch in between 3 shapes that you are. You got the idea? It's very easy. You have different shape. You have to have the different shape, different mouth. For example, here, as you can see, we have, if you open the mouth, we have A. So the different layer, different layer, different layer, and convert them to the switch. Simple. It's a switch. You learn it. You can create any shape, different shape, switch between the shapes. And we can create an interesting audio with that. For importing audio, you can simply come to Window and Audio Recording. It's audio recorder of moho. You can record it. For example, I want to record this. Oh, what's that? And done. And you can pitch shifting, for example.
Oh, what's that?
This.
Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?
That's nice. You can pitch shifting simply here. And you have to add to project. It's added to save it to the project setting, your project setting, and you can use it in a timeline. Okay, I save it and you can close it. And here is our recording. You can better see it in a sequencer here. Okay.
Oh, what's that?
And we want to connect this audio to our lip syncing. Simply, it's a girl and head, and here is our audio. It's import in near our mouse because we can organize it better. Okay, we want to sync with that. Okay, if you double click, you can see in the audio. If you double click the audio, you can set the rows or reveal the source audio. You can change the audio level. And here, for more accurate lip syncing, enter spoken text. We tell What? That. And do it. Okay, it's better to understanding. Nice. And then you can double click here, and as you can see in a switch. In a switch, you can double click in settings of the switch. In a switch, you can select the audio for sync. Interpolate sub, I select the audio called what's that. And interpolate sublayers, it's interpolate in between changing the switch. It's better. Or if you use it frame by frame, you can switch it. You can do okay. And as you can see, it came framing that, and you can see it.
Oh, what's that?
That's it. Interesting. You can create an interesting audio with that. Or in a sequencer, you can come and click and drag it to beginning from 0.
Oh, what's that?
Nice. As you can see, you can lip syncing to this. It's very easy. First, you have to go to the audio, record it. Again, you have to come to the here and audio recording, insert and save it in your project. It's automatically save it here. Double click on the audio. As you can see, it's names and other settings that don't want to change it. And tell the software, what did you tell? And then go into the mouse switch. In a switch tab, if you want to refresh it, as you can see, because I changed it, I have to refresh it again. What's that? And hit apply, it automatically resync it because I changed the sequencer. Don't forget that. Okay. And if you sequencer, it's here. Nice.
Oh, what's that?
Or you can, or for more accurate things, you can manually do that. I explain it. So it's very simple. You can sync to the source that you want to the switch and sync it. Nice. And another interesting thing that you can insert it, you can turn it off the audio and we don't have anything. Nice. I want to manually, for example, insert, so for example, in animation, our characters say similar thing. Oh, la, what's that? Hey, you can insert them in a timeline with the actions. It's a very important lesson. Okay, we are in a mouse. Go into the action. For example, we want to add an action to mouse. You can select it and add an action to that. The action, as I said before, store store the animation, and you can call them at any time in the timeline that you want. So, if you select any folder, for example, I select the girl. As you can see, the girl has a lot of action, but the mouse does not. If you want to clean in things, you can select the folders. Any folder, you can add a new action. I say, oh la la. For example, oh la la action. And as you can see, another timeline comes here and tells you, okay, animate your oh la la with your mouse switch. Nice. Going to window and switch selection. Oh la la. Oh, I can animation, bring it there. La la. Yes. Oh, that's nice. Oh la la. Something like this. It's not important, but it's there. That's nice. And then close it. This is our animation. We want to, you can close it. We want to save this animation. As you can see, save this animation, and you can test it. We need more la la here. You can select them holding Alt to stretch them uniformly. Okay, it's not important, but we create an animation. You have to take more time to that. And as you can see, we have a simple animation here that we want to store it and call it anywhere that you want. Okay. So as you can see, this is an action that is oh la la, and you can double click and go to the main line. It's our main line timeline, and for example, in this timeline, the character tells oh la la, and you want to insert that animation. You don't need to go to the mouse and animate it again because we store it in action oh la la. Select it. You don't need to double click. If you go into the double click, you can go to edit mode, and here you can simple insert reference. And as you can see, the oh la la animation tells it here. Or in this sequence, you want to say it again, select it, insert it. And as you can see, our character tells oh la la and store that animation before. Oh la la. And again, oh la la. Or another animation that is very critical and important for you, and you want to store it and call it in a timeline, anyone that you want. So the action is very interesting and important. You can store any animation, any movement, anything that you want. And after that, you can call it anywhere in the timeline with the insert reference that you want. So be careful about the actions. If you select any folder, it's bring its own action. For mouse, we have olala. For girl, we have lots of other action that the creator creates for us because I inserted from the moho library. So that's it. You learn an interesting animation and you got the idea and you can understand it better. Now, as you can see, if you create a mouse, the animation and the things about the mouse is coming in a timeline. It's nice because you don't confusing lots of layers of animation. Okay, that's it. Hello my friends. To continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.